Now we're going to try and adding a chart to our document. Quite often in documents you see charts. Charts are generated from spreadsheets. So let's create a spreadsheet. If you haven't used a spreadsheet before, it's nothing to be afraid of. They're very, very simple. It's the same as a document in that when I click it, when it opens it's unnamed, and the very first thing we have to do is go in and double click it to name it. So I click on that name and I'm going to change the name of it to Charts Spreadsheet, something along those lines. Sorry, Charts. Okay, I'm going to just change its name. So along this row I'm going to put some information in this row, other information, so we'll call this for example device, and we'll say functionality, tab over to the next one, sound, and one more, let's say value. We'll create one more called an overall, and then we're going to say in here we're going to go device, device 1, device, device 2, down to the next one. So these are, if you can imagine, device 3, if you can imagine we're doing a product test or something along that lines, device 4, and these are the various devices, and these are going to be the scores for the devices. So I'm going to give it, let's say out of 1 to 10, a functionality of 3, tab over to the next one, a sound quality of 5, a value of 5, down to the next one, a functionality of 6, a sound quality of 8, a value of 4, down to the next one, functionality of 8, sound quality of 2, that's very bad sounding, and a value of 4. And we'll say on the last one, we make the last one the best one, so we say a functionality of 9, a sound quality of 9, value of 9. Now the thing about spreadsheets is we can do various things. Now I'm not really going to get into spreadsheets, but they are very easy. So in the last column here I'm going to insert one of these functions. You can insert sum, average, count, minimum, maximum. There's loads of formulas. I'm going to go sum, and I'm going to sum these 3 from the highlighted ones. See, it sums from cell B2 to D2, so that's B2 to D2. Hit return, and it gives me the sum of it. And so I'll just do the same with this. Sum, highlight what I want summed. Same again, sum, highlight what I want to be summed. Oop, not all of them, just those 3. And the last one, sum. And the nice thing about spreadsheets is I can go in and change these values, and they'll change. So if I change this, for example, to 3, we should see the number at the end changing, number 14 at the end changing as well. 3, so it changes to 15. So pretty straightforward. We could of course change these as well. Instead of using a sum, we can just go in and use an average, and it'll give me the average value. Average. So you can change the formulas that you're using in the box at any point. They're easy enough to use, spreadsheets, and very powerful. That's not average, so I'm just going to change that. I'll give this a functionality of 4. Sorry, 4. Okay, I'll give it another one. I'll give it a functionality of 5. Okay, so it'll be 15. Now, there we go. Now, there's lots of ways that we can create charts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to highlight everything that I want to use in my chart. Highlight my range, so all the device, the names and the devices. And then I'm just going to go to Insert and Chart. And here comes a little chart. and you can already see it there. There's my chart. You can poke around here and try and have a bit of fun. We can do columns, we can make them look like that, we can give it a maximum. Say the maximum was out of 10, so that's the maximum. And we can give it a minimum, which was 0. Oh, sorry, maximum of 10, minimum of 0. We can put the legending underneath. That's the, see where it says the devices? We can put that, I'll put it on the bottom. I think it looks nice. And I'll go OK. And there my chart appears. Very, very nice. Very easy to use. We can see that overall device number 4 is the best. It's the best throughout, in fact. We could also do things like, so let's say I just want to get an overall. Let's say that's too much information in this. So what I'll do is I'll just grab the overall by E. Just grab it and drag it back to, so I'll make it column B. Now I'm just going to highlight these two, and I'm going to go insert chart, and now it'll just use, oh, it's a bit slow there for some reason. Maybe let's try it again. Insert chart. There we go. And we can play around with it, maybe use bars, pie charts, all this kind of stuff. So I'll use columns 3D. I'll give it a maximum of 10 again and a minimum of 0. And I think that'll do actually. Pie charts aren't really a good idea, generally speaking. We'll save that chart. It's a bit ugly actually, it's a bit blue in the face. But if I go to edit the chart, group by row, there we go. We can change by columns or by rows. So I'll group it by row, and I think I'll put the legending on the bottom because I think it just looks a little bit better. Save the chart. And there we go, we can see that device 4 is a lot better. Once you have your chart, you can download it, you can click on chart and you can save the image. So I'm saving the image now as an image. I will show it in the folder. There it is. And then I can go back to my document, go charts, and I can insert an image. I will choose from the file, computer, oh goodness, audio element, downloads, Wonder Pets for the young one. And let's try and have a look. Oh, come on, come on, come on. And let's try and have a look for this chart. Let's look. This is called image. CDAFG. There it is, image number 1. So I upload. It takes a little second. And there we go. So we can input in charts like that. Again, it's an image, so we can make an inline or we can link. And charts can look nice in a document. So that's generating charts from spreadsheets. Okay.